Hello and welcome back to ThreadTalk. I'm your host, Teresa.
I'm Denver.
Whoa, we haven't done that in a long time.
Whoa, it's been a while.
If you're new here, I'm Teresa without an H.
Oh, so many comments with an H.
And Denver is Denver like the city. No Y's.
It was one person.
Welcome back. Episode 91. Almost nearing 100.
Or just welcome if you're a newbie, fresh off the boat.
If you're new, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. Hope you have a great time listening for the next 2-ish hours.
Yeah, and I hope you're having a great Tuesday.
Happy freaking Tuesday, guys.
Or Wednesday. Maybe you didn't listen to it right when it came out. And then I guess in that case, maybe happy Thursday?
Yep.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Happy week.
Happy
You're having a great
week.
day, whatever day it is for you. Almost at 100. Craziness.
I know.
Counting down.
I know. We're in the 90s now. It honestly doesn't feel like it.
I feel old. I'm 91.
You're 91, Jesus.
We're in the limit soon.
How you still kicking?
Ugh. I just take it one day at a time, I just try to find something that will make me wake up tomorrow morning.
And what is that?
You.
Oh, guys.
When Teresa goes, I'm dead in the water.
Same.
Yeah.
I've been saying that.
You kind of have, yeah.
Today, we are talking about gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing. Slay. If you're watching on YouTube, Denver and I are wearing our Jasper t-shirts.
Because we visited Jasper in her full-time RV life.
And we're not going to shut up about it.
Fuck no.
Okay, before we get into the stories, I just want to say Jasper is my favorite place on earth to date. I don't know if it's going to get topped in Banff.
And before Teresa goes off on her, I love it so much, I would just like to just say, if you guys are new, Teresa does this a little bit where she, something happens, she's like, I love this, my favorite thing ever. And
I feel things.
Once the next thing, she feels things intensely.
Intensely, yes.
And then 3 weeks later, she'll be like, maybe it wasn't. Maybe, something else could come close. We were driving. I want to say this for life updates, but because you were saying it, we were driving out and we were in BC, British Columbia. And I was like, man, it's beautiful. And Teresa's just like, it's not as good as Jasper. Not as pretty as Jasper.
Something happened to me in Jasper. Like something altered my brain chemistry. Just being in the mountains, and then my heart needs to be there.
Uh-huh. Because then later on, we get to a different area that is incredibly cool and looks completely different from Jasper. And she's like, well, maybe British Columbia is pretty beautiful. We're not going to give you away where we currently are filming from. Actually, should we?
Sure.
Coming to you live from Kamloops, BC. I only know of this place because there's a Canadian motocross track somewhere here. And that's the only reason I ever knew of Kamloops' existence.
I've never heard of this place before.
Honestly, I want to save a lot for the life updates, but Kamloops, if you've been here or you live here or whatever, it reminds me of a little mini Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's very much California.
On a hill, feels like a desert, there's shrubs, and
it's hot as hell.
Yeah, but we'll save that for the life updates. If you guys are new, I've got 7 stories. Teresa's got 8 stories. We're going to both blind react to them. I have no idea what Teresa's pulling out of her pocket. She's got no idea what I got. So it's always a good time there. And then at the end, we'll do a quick little Q&A for people who have left comments on old videos. And then we'll get in some life updates because it's been a pretty big RV life adventure we've been on for 3 weeks now.
Yes, it has.
Or has it been 4 weeks?
3.
Technically, it's been 5 plus since we've been in the RV at the beginning of July.
Yeah, but I don't count that.
Teresa doesn't like to count the first 3 weeks because we didn't leave my family property. Yeah, we just weren't moving. Wheels were not turning. So, yeah, that's the program here, the schedule. That's what's on the docket here at ThreadTalk Podcast.
All right, I'm ready to get into these stories.
Me too. I do just have a slight little PSA, public service announcement.
Go ahead.
Maybe an LSA, listener service announcement.
Okay.
Because it's not really for the public, it's just for the people who press play.
That is public.
Or maybe just auto-played for them if they're on something. Teresa came up with the theme for this. So she had a really good idea of what Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girlboss means. I think it's a TikTok trend. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm trying to keep up a little bit.
It's not really a trend. I feel like it's just been a saying in the last few years.
Not in my vocabulary. So I did my best to keep up, and we'll let you guys be the judge. And I guess Teresa will call me out if it's very far off. But let me know in the comments, if I stayed on track.
Yeah.
Since you kind of have the hand on the ball here, I think, yeah.
All right.
Take it away.
Am I the asshole for telling my soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law that she's the one who taught her son he could cheat and think he'd get away with it?
Ooh.
About 3 weeks ago, I found out that my husband has been cheating on me. The day that I found out, I packed bags for me and the kids and left. I did not confront him about the cheating. I just let him know that our marriage was over, but that I hoped to work with him on an amicable divorce and custody arrangements. Of course, he did all the cliche begging, crying, swearing he would change. It was a mistake, and it meant nothing, blah, blah, blah. I just said, that's nice. Well, let me know where to send the divorce papers. He was shocked. He told me before that his dad cheated on his mom, but she was able to forgive him. He must have expected me to do the same. Since then, I've only communicated with him about the girls. He is running in circles trying to get me to react to anything else he says. I give him nothing. He has begged me to just talk to him. I said that there is nothing to talk about. My mother-in-law confronted me outside the gymnastics gym. I was going to hand the girls off to her so they could spend time with Dad. Mother-in-law told me she was very disappointed in the way that I'm handling all of this, that she expected more maturity from me, and that she hopes it doesn't impact the girls negatively long-term. I let her say what she wanted. She's allowed her opinion, but she looked at me, waiting for a response of some kind. So I asked her, why are you directing your anger at me when your son is the one who ended this marriage? She said that I am the one who chose to end the marriage, not him, that he was willing to work on it and go above and beyond to prove that it was a mistake and all that nonsense. And how it was the most shocking how cold I've become, that I won't even talk to him. I said, well, what is there to say? He decided to end the marriage. The time to go to marriage counseling was before he did what he did. There is nothing left to salvage. He made the decision and now he lives with the consequences. She was getting herself all worked up and upset. Oh, boo-hoo, don't you feel bad for tearing a family apart? Don't you want your daughters to grow up in a stable home? How could you walk away after all this time? She said she couldn't imagine breaking up her family over something like this. I said, well, maybe if you had, your son wouldn't think he can cheat without consequences. You're the one who taught him this. She got that big shocked look on her face, told me that I was being a needlessly cruel monster over all of this, and boo fucking who, she's disappointed. I'm not keeping the girls from him. I'm being helpful with those arrangements, and I plan to be generous when it comes to splitting time. I have no interest in taking anything that wasn't mine when we entered into our marriage, but somehow I'm the cruel monster. How?
All right, we're gonna play a game this episode since your title is 3 different words, and we're gonna pick which category, subcategory we think. I'm going to go with Girlboss.
Yes. Well, I don't know. If it kind of, I don't know. In my head, it falls under all 3.
I like it. I just find it interesting where the mom's like, don't you want your daughters to grow up in a stable home? Yeah, I'd love that.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. That was my goal. Staying with the cheater is no longer a stable home.
No.
That's not a stable home.
That's actually a very unhealthy place for the girls to grow up.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of fights and resentment and harsh words being used. So there's no way that would be healthier than visiting on weekends and weekdays and splitting holidays and such.
No, she's 100% correct. I love the fact that she's like, mother-in-law comes out and she's like, just spitting everything that she has, you know what I mean? Throwing at her. And I'm just picturing her there, like hands on her hip.
Yeah.
A little bit of a smirk.
Yeah.
Just listening, taking it all in. And then she's like, are you going to say anything? And you're like, no, I'm good. I got nothing to say. Got no words for you.
Yeah.
Well, she said a little bit more than that. I wish she like stayed strong, but I like how she's like, I'm not in it.
No, what she said was perfect.
No, exactly. What he said was perfect. But I love how she says it. I let her say what she wanted. She is allowed her opinion, but she looked at me waiting for a response of some kind.
Yeah.
So it's like you almost didn't reply. You like held back your reply. That is like the
best revenge.
It's like biting into a perfectly ripe peach. You know what I mean?
What the? Are you
you're just like salivating. Like you did. It's perfect. You know what I mean? Like if you reply too quickly, it's like biting into like the peach wasn't ripe. You didn't wait enough time, but you wait until it's right time to eat that peach. And when you respond to that person who's losing their fucking mind, waiting for you to like say something, it's just so delicious.
Are you talking about the Summer I Turned Pretty?
No, I'm talking about peaches.
I thought you were referring to the Summer I Turned Pretty.
I don't care about the Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm not making it.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Go, Conrad. Yay.
Team Conrad here.
Totally. Hashtag Team Conrad. No, I'm talking about the peaches because we have peaches in our fridge. That's where my analogy comes from.
Okay.
We have peaches right now.
On the topic of the Summer I Turned Pretty.
No.
I have to say something. I saw a TikTok of behind the scenes. From that scene.
I know what TikTok you're talking about.
They put simple syrup in it.
Oh. No, that's not.
See, you don't even know. They put simple syrup in the peaches, so they were extra
why they were
juicy.
Exploding? Would they inject them with a syringe?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's so funny to me.
Did you ever go to a party where they injected a watermelon with vodka by a syringe?
Yes.
Yeah, it got fucked up. All right, back to what we were saying though. Like, it's just so good when like you like hold out and that person's dying to get a reaction out of you.
Exactly.
And you're just like stone face.
But then the
Girl
reaction
boss.
That she had was like, okay, you forced me to say this.
Yeah.
These aren't my thoughts.
I think it's all your fault.
It is all your fault. Like you taught him.
Kids learn by example.
That was his first reaction when she confronted him. She was like, my mom stayed with my dad. Okay, well it was obviously at the forefront of your mind when you were cheating.
Well, personally, I think your mom's dumb. And I'm not doing that. I'm not rolling over like a doormat, buddy.
Exactly.
Budster.
Top comment here. Apparently your soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law listened to someone who gave her that same damn speech when her husband was out fucking around, and she bought it. How dare you not buy it? How dare you have self-respect, dignity, and integrity while she has a son who is no better than his cheating father, not the asshole. Opie replies and says, and there's absolutely no way in hell that I would set the example for my daughters that they should allow anyone to walk over them like that. Fuck no. Period.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there is a generational shift happening with putting up with people's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because we have access to more information than generations before us did. Generations before us, they had like one person, two people, whatever. They only had word of mouth, people who are in front of them to say
biased opinions
say, well, you should keep your marriage together. And she's like, that's all the freaking input she got. But we have digital information where we're like, no, bad boy, cheating is wrong. Keep your fucking dick in your pants, bud. And we're like, I'm not sticking up with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with it. You fucked up.
Exactly.
And yep.
Yeah, I wish her all the best.
Sayonara. Good luck. And you know what? Grandma, have fucking fun. Because when it's his time to visit the kids, he's going to pawn them off on you like he's already doing. Grandma's picking them up.
Yeah.
Dad's not picking them up because he's off fucking banging some random hoe. Grandma's picking them up. So you have fun raising these kids 50% of the time. It's going to be me and you 50-50.
Literally.
He's all fucking circle jerking bunch of shit. I don't even know, man. He's gone.
Circle jerking. What is that?
Is
that a term?
We should have brought this up on. I should have brought this term up on the NSFW term segment.
What is it?
It's like, somebody's sitting to your right and you use your right hand, and then there's someone sitting to the right and they use their right hand, and someone sitting to the right and they use their right hand until it becomes a circle.
What the fuck?
I think that's what the meaning is.
What the fuck? All right. This is not NSFW today. We gave no warnings.
My bad. Trigger warning for NSFW. I feel like if this has got... Is there not like some label that says 18 plus when they come on board?
I have no idea.
Let us know in the comments. As I get older, I keep thinking to myself, man, I gotta go to the doctor more, to deal with things like some sleep trouble that I've been having, feeling bloated after certain meals, and I got this knot in my shoulder right now. Ugh, it's hurting me. But man, it's tough to get to the doctor sometimes. I want to stay healthy, but the system makes it impossible to find the right doctor for my needs. That was until I found ZocDoc. They make it so easy to find the right doctor and book an appointment fast, directly on their website or app.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. Once you find the perfect doctor for you, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book an appointment. Appointments made through ZocDoc also happen very fast, typically within 24 to 78 hours.
So stop putting off those doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/ThreadTalk to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor near you. That's ZocDoc.com/ThreadTalk.
Once we go traveling through the States full-time in our RV, I know ZocDoc will give me peace of mind and have me covered for any doctor's appointments I need. So go to ZocDoc.com/ThreadTalk to book your appointment today.
We appreciate you guys supporting our sponsors. Now, back to the stories that you love.
All right, over to you.
All right. Am I the asshole for fake sleeping all night to see if my wife was lying? The past couple of months, my wife has been complaining about our cats.
Oh.
She's been claiming that the cats wake her up constantly and that she's frustrated every night that she, quote, has to get up and open the door for the cats, or the cats keep making noises, or the cats keep jumping on her. It got to the point where she started saying she wants me to get rid of them. I told her I've never seen or heard any of this, but she claims I sleep through it all. She kept telling me she was getting less and less sleep and kept acting aggressive, blaming lack of sleep from the cats, and that if I didn't get rid of them, she'd leave me. I legitimately started considering giving the cats to my sister until I noticed something. One morning, she claimed she had gotten up multiple times throughout the night to help the cats. She listed a bunch of times. I thought it was weird because I had been up until 4 a.m., and she claimed that she got up at 1 a.m. to open the door for them, and a few times around 3 a.m. because they were meowing and jumping on her. I was in the bedroom the entire time while she slept, and I know that none of that happened. Things weren't adding up, so I decided to run a test. I waited until she was going to bed, then I let the cats out of our bedroom, lowered my phone brightness, and faked going to sleep. I just lay there in bed for the entire night, bored, but I definitely did not fall asleep. I made sure to make timestamps every 30 minutes on my phone through Discord just to be sure. I marked down every noise my cats made. One cat had jumped down from something and made a little sound around 3:18 a.m., and one ate food relatively quietly by the bedroom door at 4:57 a.m. Other than that, nothing happened. Sure enough, my wife slept until 11 p.m. until 9 a.m.
Damn.
And that morning, she claimed that she had woken up at least 7 times to open doors and from cat noises and cats jumping on her. At this point, I was pissed because she was clearly lying to me. I was exhausted and fed up with the lies, so I just bluntly called her out on it. I told her, quote, "That's funny. I stayed up all night to monitor the cats, and they weren't even in the room at all last night. I have timestamps and everything. So you've been lying to me and trying to convince me to get rid of my cats. Why?" She just sat there quietly shaking and looking pissed, then got up and left without answering. She came back hours later and ignored me whenever I talked. And when I asked her how I'm the bad guy in this situation, she finally said that I was treating her like a child by lying about sleeping and staying up all night just to see if she was lying or not, and that making timestamps and everything as if I was an investigator was going too far and makes me an obsessive asshole. I did it because she was threatening to make me get rid of my cats or she'd leave me, and her claims didn't add up. So, am I an obsessive asshole?
No. Ugh. Okay. She's gaslighting and gatekeeping his love.
His love?
I feel like she's gatekeeping his love. Like she's jealous of the cats. She thinks that he's obsessive over the cats.
Okay, yeah.
And I honestly think that she's like jealous.
Okay, a little far-fetched, but cool.
It makes sense.
Alrighty.
I wouldn't be... No, okay, sorry. Pets that come before you are family.
It doesn't say that.
Oh.
In fact, he refers to them as our cats.
Oh. Why'd you agree then? Why'd you agree to get cats?
Right?
If you hate them.
Maybe she didn't know that she hated them yet. That was like me. I was trying to convince you to get a cat. And then we got a cat. And then what if like after a year, you're like, I really don't like these little monsters. I mean, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to be a freaking sick individual.
A villain.
Yeah, you'd have to be the villain to not like a cat. So all of you cat haters out there, I'm sorry. I don't like you.
Me either.
Stop listening.
Yeah.
I mean,
get off our show.
It's just a joke, guys. Calm down.
This would piss me off.
The funniest part that I find is like, I was exhausted and fed up with the lies, and I just bluntly called her out. Bro hasn't slept.
I love this behavior from him.
It's like 7 a.m.
He's girl bossing AF.
Guy's been up all night long trying to like keep track and record and stuff. He's like, you lied to me. Watch it, I'm using my eyes closed. But he's like, you're lying. I'm so tired, but I know you're lying.
That's a good man, Savannah, because he loves his cats.
Yeah, Savannah. He doesn't really need to say, oh, I stayed up all night checking on you. He could have just been like, I couldn't sleep last night and I was awake all night. Couldn't sleep last night. Taping his eyes open so he stays awake. What do you mean he was bored? If he's like making notes in Discord, can't you just be swiping TikTok? I guess you can get bored of that eventually.
I don't understand that, making notes through Discord.
Am I the only one who like doesn't know what Discord is?
I don't understand what Discord is.
Do you guys
I feel very old.
Do you guys use Discord? When we were on Reddit on Wiki, they said someone started Discord.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Somebody started Discord.
Either.
Somebody started Discord for us for ThreadTalk podcast.
What are we signing up for?
I don't know. Well, create one and then tell us what it is, and then we'll
teach us how to use it.
Yeah, and then we'll see if we endorse it or not.
I love how much this man loves his cats. That is a true man.
Wow. You look super cute over there, by the way.
Thanks. I feel like I look like a tourist.
Matching blue. A little bit.
I have like the baggy, what's it called? Paper bag shorts.
Yeah.
With like the Jasper tee.
Mm-hmm.
Braids and the cap.
Looking cutie. Looking cutie. All right. So, top comment. Not the asshole. That was gaslighting and manipulative. And if she had issues with your cat, she should have just said so directly.
Yeah.
I love how, like, she gets caught and she's like, fuck.
And she just leaves.
She just leaves. She's like, I got...
Weak.
She's like, I got no defense. And she just, like, walks at the door.
This is not a girl boss.
I just be like, wait, what just happened? I'm not imagining this,
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, she got owned. All right, so there's an update. My wife has been Baker acted. Do you know what Baker acted is?
No.
Baker Act refers to Florida's Mental Health Act, which allows for the temporary, involuntary examination and treatments of individuals experiencing mental health crises. It's essentially a way to provide emergency mental health services to those who are deemed a danger to themselves or others, or who are unable to care for themselves due to mental illness.
Damn.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
It's kind of serious. She did not hurt herself, just said something concerning in public. I got a call from the hospital this morning asking me to head over for some family therapy. Apparently, she finally wanted to talk. I'll be honest, I'm pretty pissed at the reason why she's been so hateful towards my cats. Now, it's my cats, not our cats. It's absolutely asinine. It's nothing that anyone had suggested. She's not cheating. She's not sick physically or mentally. Or is she? Because she got Baker acted. Okay, I don't know here. She's not bored of the relationship and looking for a quote out. According to her, one of the caps stepped on her laptop and ruined a story she was writing.
What?
She hated both cats ever since. I mean, that sucks, but it's not worth trying to emotionally blackmail me into getting rid of them. I asked her why she didn't just tell me the truth and why she's been lying and refusing to talk about it when I'd ask. Her answer was, quote, because you wouldn't have gotten rid of them otherwise. And explained that when she saw I wasn't willing to abandon them for her, she took offense and made it a goal to have me pick her over them. Sickening. I don't know why she actually admitted to it at all.
Really?
The woman with us asked me how I felt about it, and I just told the truth. I told her that it's been a nice run, but I'm probably going to want a divorce. I was asked why, and I told them. I've seen a new, hateful, malicious side of her that I want nothing to do with. She was so set on getting rid of the cats over a fan fiction being ruined that she manipulated her husband. My wife started shouting at me that I betrayed her and that I'm scum for choosing animals over her. At least cats don't give ultimatums like she gave. It sucks that she's been Baker acted and all, I guess, but it's for the best right now. She'll have time to process it all in a safe environment and hopefully come to terms with it. Bad husband, I know. I'm almost sure I'm going for divorce. I'm very worried about having her in the same house as my cats. I want my cats safe. I don't want to have to worry about them being harmed or disappearing. Screw that. I guess I'll do what almost all of you suggested. Keep the cats, rehome the wife.
Yes!
Not how I wanted it to end, but life isn't always nice. If I may, I want to clear some things up from the original post. I did not stare at her all night. We have a mute TV with subtitles playing every night. I subtly watch TV while paying attention to the cat sounds. I'm not allowed to install cat doors, and she won't let me keep the doors open. Apartment rules. Why did I instantly assume she was lying? I'm unfamiliar with mental health/diseases. I know about some diseases, but ones that make you think your dreams happen. Tumors that make you see/hear/remember non-existent things. Sorry that I wasn't aware of those possibilities. So when someone tells me events happen when they literally didn't, I generally assume they're lying. Shame on me.
I mean, that's fair. My immediate reaction was she's lying. I didn't go to tumor or...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna assume you're lying before I think you're gonna have a brain tumor.
I mean, yeah, this is Reddit, so that's why we assume.
Yeah, right.
But
how dare you accuse that person of lying? They could have a brain tumor. Yeah. Okay, one thing that I don't like what he says is she won't let me keep the doors open.
I know.
You go, that's...
A lot of people don't do that.
I don't get that.
My old boss, she had 2 cats, and she would never let the door open at night. They would sleep in the living room.
I don't get that.
I don't get it either, but
it sounds like they sleep in the bedroom with them. Sounds like they sleep in the bedroom here.
Oh. Sorry, I'm talking about the opposite.
Okay, the opposite I could kind of understand. Don't really get it. The best part of cats is having them sleep on your bed. Literally the best part. When they sleep on top of your face, it's the greatest thing ever. I haven't experienced that yet, though, but those videos look great. But I can't imagine locking your cats inside her bedroom and they don't have access to water, food, or kitty litter over the nighttime.
I would hope they do, because he did say that one of the cats was eating at 4:57 a.m. or whatever.
True.
So,
well, kitty litter.
I would hope they're not that cruel. He sounds like a good cat dad.
Yeah.
I don't think he would do that to them.
I mean, he kind of was a good cat dad. He kind of had one glaring bad thing, which is he allowed this person to be near his cats. So how good of a cat dad is he really? I don't know. Also, she's like, one of the cats stepped on her laptop and ruined the story she was writing.
Is this a typewriter?
But even if it was a typewriter and the cat stepped on it, okay, you just retype out that page. Yeah. Like it's printed. It didn't delete it. It just added more extra letters for a typewriter. So like, what archaic system are you using where you can't hit the undo button and just go back a little bit?
Yeah, I know.
No. But it actually, if you think about it, it makes sense. The same type of person who's going to be like, hey, they stepped on my computer and ruined my shit. I want these cats out of here, is probably on the same level of somebody who can't undo a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tracks.
It tracks. Yeah, I went Luna has been jumping up from the workstation onto the hammock that we put above our laptops. And I came back and there's just Z's everywhere. She sat on my laptop for a little bit.
It's free Homer.
Ready to top on the Z button. Get out of here. It was my own work and I was not complaining. Just saying it happens. I'll rehome you. Better watch it. You'll be sleeping on the couch tonight.
That's my baby angel girl.
No, I would my baby angel girl.
She's mine.
Don't even.
In a divorce, I get the cats.
There ain't no divorce.
Hypothetically, I will get the cats.
I'll fight you tooth and nail.
All right. Back to me?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for telling my mom her husband is just the guy she cheated on my dad with?
Oof.
My parents divorced when I, 27 female, was 10 because my mom had an affair. How do I know? Because her affair partner turned husband was also married and his wife at the time showed up at her house after the affair came out both sides and yelled it all over my place. She had to be removed by the cop and she showed up a few more times over the next 2 years. My mom blamed my dad for me finding out until I was 14, and I told her I wasn't deaf and I could hear that woman outside her house, and I wasn't too young to understand what it meant. My relationship with my mom was strained by her affair, and I don't give a fuck about her husband. He never had kids and tried to play the dad role, but I shut him out and put him in his place whenever he tried, by reminding him I have a dad, and he doesn't get to take me from dad like he took mom. And yes, I know nobody can take another person. It was my mom's choice and her fault too. But still, it felt extra insulting to try and play parent when he helped destroy my family and dad's marriage to mom. My dad died when I was 19. It was a very tense time in my relationship with my mom because I didn't tell her. She found out after dad's funeral. A part of me was glad because I did not want her to come to the funeral, and I certainly didn't want her there with her husband. My mom was hurt and acted like I owed it to her to let them come, so they could be there for me. I told her their support was not wanted right then, especially not for losing dad. Even still, she believed that her husband would become the father figure I no longer had with dad gone, and they both expected he would be given the father of the bride honors at my wedding. Instead, I asked my grandpa, and mom blew a fuse when she found out. She asked me what the hell I was thinking, and her husband had been there, raising me, since I was 10, and he is more than just some random guy. I told her she was partly right, and he's just the guy she cheated on my dad with. Nothing more. My mom said it was childish and a vindictive way to describe him, and that I need to get the fuck over it and appreciate how hard he tries with me. She said it's like I'm trying to punish them for the affair when it has nothing to do with me. I told her this isn't a punishment, this is a consequence, and she has to live with them, same way he does. She's still going crazy about me saying that, and I don't feel bad, but question if maybe I might be a bit of an asshole for telling her that. Maybe, am I the asshole?
Not the asshole. It's like, that's exactly what she said, consequences. It's like, you think that I am invisible? Like, I am my own person. I have my own feelings. Like, when you decide to cheat with a family, you are not only cheating on your spouse, you are breaking up the family, you are breaking up my parents. So absolutely, it's going to mentally affect her.
Yep, I'm allowed to have feelings about this. This doesn't only affect you.
Yeah.
And it's very valid. I love what she said, that this isn't
punishment. It's consequences.
Exactly.
Consequences of your action. There's cause and effect. You made something happen, and this is my reaction to it.
Yeah. This is reminding me a little bit of the show that we just watched, the Sirens. Yeah. When okay, sorry if this is a spoiler. But when I forget her name. The siren girl. The girl that we thought was a siren. What was her name?
I don't know.
Well,
Kiki,
yeah. When Kiki was like, your kids are punishing me for having an affair with you all those years ago. And it was like, the way they did that scene was like, we should pity her. Because like, oh, she doesn't have a relationship with the kids or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like it was more like she was being the victim. So I don't think so. I feel like you made your bed. This is like the consequences of your actions. Like whatever you were, if you were the cheater or if you were the partner in the affair.
The affair partner?
Yes, the affair partner.
Whoa.
Whoa, groundbreaking. If you're the affair partner, like, yes, that also has consequences, and those kids from that relationship are going to hate you, and you can never expect them to get over that. If they do, fine. I'm not saying that's never going to happen, but you cannot expect that they do. And you have to validate those feelings that they have, because yes, she was 14 years old.
10.
Oh, sorry, where did I get 14? She was 10.
She talked about being 10.
Oh, she was, yeah. Point. That is such an impressionable age that, like, that shit sticks with you.
That shit does stick.
Yeah, like, that will fuck you up.
Fuck you up hard.
So, I think, yeah, if you're going to be an affair partner or a cheater,
good luck.
Good luck. Like, yeah.
Buy some
hope
iPods.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Prepare to buy iPhones every Christmas.
Yeah. Top comment. Not the asshole. You don't owe anyone a relationship.
Exactly. It's like, listen, I'm so sorry, but through my not rose-colored glasses, I just look at you and I just see a steaming pile of dog shit.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, that wasn't the top comment. That was the best comment. Top comment says, why do all cheaters complain about being punished? I agree that it's mostly natural consequences they face, but even if they were being punished, they have zero right to complain about it. They deserve some punishment. Punish away, not the asshole.
Yeah, that's right.
100%.
God forbid they have to face repercussions.
Exactly.
Oh my God, babe. You remember? Anybody, if you guys follow us on the Denver and Teresa TikTok, in the second video, you said, "God damn it!" Like when we were stressing, about like the jack being broken, and a couple people commented like, "No, your wife using the Lord's name in vain."
Where's this coming from?
I read that comment down below and it said, "God forbid." And I replied to some of them. I'm like, "God damn it, you're right. How dare she?"
Aye.
All right, back to me.
Alrighty.
Quick little side note before I get into the next story. You know, you guys, a lot of you said you like the rain and stuff. Can you hear the creek behind us? Can you hear the river, the water flowing over the rocks? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. No, but there's actually...
I know.
You can actually hear the...
I can hear it.
If you listen hard enough, you might be able to hear it. If we can hear it, they can hear it, because we can hear what the microphone hears. I think. There's also like...
I don't know.
You might hear some chickens. You might hear some goats. Some turkeys. Gobble, gobble. Some ponies, horses, pigs, and chickens. Did I say chickens?
Yes, you did.
You might hear a rooster. We should film it at 6 a.m. so they can hear the rooster.
All right. Back to you.
Am I the asshole for filing for divorce because my husband over-tightens all the jar lids? His over-tightening jar lids has been an issue since he was just visiting at my house when we were dating. First, it started with just things he used, and then over time it became every damn glass jar with a metal lid. He'd tighten them so much I couldn't open them without his assistance. It wasn't a huge deal if he was there, but if I was alone, it was annoying. More times than I can count, I've opened a new jar of something because I couldn't get the jar open. It's been a recurring cycle over the past 5 years. It's just a thing that would escalate until I had a major meltdown and freaked out, screaming, frustrated, and seemingly crazy because it's just a lid. Then it would get better for a while. Then it would slowly become an issue again, just getting worse and worse until I reached a breaking point again. Sometimes I literally feel insane for being so upset over jar lids. He initially claimed that he did it to, quote, keep food fresh. After many arguments about it and my insistence that I don't believe it keeps anything fresh, and even if it does make things last longer, I don't care if it means I can't eat my frickin' food when I want. I'll just replace things that go bad because they are closed normally. Then the excuse was that it's a habit. So about a month ago, my husband had a family emergency and had to travel out of state for 10 days. First day he's gone, I discover a jar I can't open. I was annoyed and was going to the store to buy new pickles when the neighbor said hi and to let him know if I needed anything while my soon-to-be ex was out of town. I said wait here and got the jar, which he opened. The next day I saw him outside and asked him to open another jar. He offered to come open all the jars. I agreed and he came in and he went to the fridge and opened all the jars except for 2, which he couldn't get open. I thanked him profusely and told him I'd bake some of his favorite cookies later in the week. He laughed and said it was no big deal, and after confirming that I wouldn't be upset if the remaining 2 jars were destroyed in his attempt to open them, he took them home to his garage to open them one way or another. He said that he has heard me screaming about over-tightened jar lids a few times over the years, and he's really pondered if I was crazy or if my husband was really over-tightening the jar lids. He said, this was intentional. It was every jar. I'm sure he doesn't regularly use hot pepper paste or mango puree or any of your other fancy food cooking stuff. Then he held up the 2 jars he couldn't get open and said, I don't know why he's doing it, but it wasn't an accident. After he left, I locked the door and sat on my kitchen floor and cried. Then I felt hot and lightheaded. I vomited in the trash can. My chest hurt. It crossed my mind that I might be having a heart attack. I thought about calling an ambulance, but sat back down on my kitchen floor instead, okay with just dying if it was a heart attack.
What?
Later, the neighbor came back with the open jar of hot fudge and apologized that he couldn't save the figs. He said he broke the jar trying to get it open. He also apologized for what he said about my husband doing it on purpose. I assured him it was okay. I couldn't sleep that night. Tossed, turned all night. I called out of work. By 10 a.m., I realized that I couldn't stay married anymore and made an appointment with a lawyer for the next day. There are literally no other issues. No cheating, no abuse. We had a good sex life. Both have good jobs, nice house, no financial issues. He was absolutely blindsided when he came home and I told him I wanted a divorce. He still won't admit that he tightened the lids on purpose. He suggested we go to marriage counseling, but I refused. There is no point. I just literally can't get past the goddamn jar lids. I still feel a little bit crazy about that. I have no idea why he would tighten every jar lid so tightly that I couldn't open it. He has given me no reason. He still won't even admit that he did it on purpose. But the hot pepper paste is at the back of the fridge. I use it only when I make Indian food. It's behind other things. He's never used it. It's nothing you could put in food without cooking it. The pepper paste could not have been an accident. It couldn't. Maybe he put mango puree on his toast or in his oatmeal, but the pepper paste couldn't have been an accident. That's what my life comes down to. I'm getting a divorce because the lid to my hot pepper paste was over tight. If it had been every jar except that one, I could try. I could have a sliver of doubt. I could do something else, but I just can't get past the hot pepper paste. Most of my friends and family think I'm crazy or an asshole. What do you think?
I think on the surface level, this does sound a little bit crazy without all the details. If you're like, hey mom, I'm getting a divorce because the jars are too tight in my house.
Right?
It sounds a little bit crazy. But no, this is psychological warfare.
Right.
This is like a level of abuse that I don't wish upon anybody because
but it
is so subtle.
Is it meant to be abuse?
Yes, I do believe so because I think it's like a form of manipulation where he feels like, or he wants to feel like she needs him. She needs to rely on him for help.
So top comment, dumbass probably read the Pop Psych Men stuff. Quote, I tightened all the jars so she remembers she needs me. And
yes.
took it to heart.
Exactly. That was my first thought. Like, he wants to feel like he has a purpose. Mm-hmm. And he has this, like, control over her. Like, I don't know. It's definitely, like, some really deep misogynistic issue with him that he needs help.
So when I first read the story, that's what I thought. And then another thought came to me while I was reading it. What if he's, like, autistic? And he feels like an urge that he doesn't understand, like that he needs to tighten all of the jars really tight or they'll go bad. Because at the beginning of the story, she asked him about it, and he says he initially claimed that he did it to keep food fresh.
Yeah.
So what if he's got, every time he goes to tighten a jar, he's
like
got this
OCD.
little freaking tingle at the back of his head that says, hey, if you don't use all of your muscles possible to like seal this jar, it will go bad.
I mean, it's a possibility, but she did say like this one hot pepper jar he doesn't even use.
Yeah, well, what if he was just afraid of it going bad and he saw it and he was like, I don't want that to go bad. tight.
That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
That would suck for him.
Right?
If that's the case, he's getting punished.
He's like, okay, it didn't go that way, but he wanted to do marriage counseling. So he's like in marriage counseling with her. And the therapist is like, so Jim, why? Why do all the jars need to be so tight? He's having a mental breakdown pulling his hair. I don't know why. They just do. The food will go bad. So it's either he's a fucking dick or he's got a compulsion where that makes him do it, that he's like, is he too afraid to admit, or he doesn't really like how, if you have that compulsion, like how do you even explain that? You would just say, I don't know why. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Damn. That's a good theory.
I would think it's more likely that he's like,
yeah.
Oh, you need to need me.
Yeah. Crazy person.
But you never know, right? You know, he might have a brain tumor. So like, you never know. Could be that.
Yeah. But
doesn't
mean you have to put up with it.
No, exactly. He was gatekeeping the jars.
And gaslighting.
Maybe. That's yet to be determined.
All right. Back to me?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for divorcing my husband for asking if he can move on if I die when I have cancer? Title says it all, really. I have stage 3 cancer. There's a decent chance I die within 5 years. My husband and I have a good marriage. He's not the lead of a romance movie, but he's also not a bad husband. The problem is, my husband keeps asking if I die, will I want him to move on? Does he have my blessing to move on? He asked 3 times in the past month alone, and as someone who could die, it doesn't exactly lift up my mood. I know he loves me and wants my blessing to move forward, but geez, leave it till I'm dead before trying to move on. I've realized that he's probably fed up with having a sick wife, and honestly, I'm not out of my mind enough to not notice his resentment and impatience. I told my husband I was sick of him asking if he could move on because it felt like he was eager for me to die. If he didn't want me so bad, I didn't have to die to go away. My cousin works at a family law firm, and they'll be representing me in the divorce. However, my husband and his family are acting like I've lost my mind. They think cancer took away my facilities, and I'm trying to run away from a loving husband because my family wants my inheritance, aka the little retirement money I'd have after I exhausted my savings with cancer. I've had friends tell me I'm making a mistake and being too sensitive. Am I the asshole?
No. Okay. My husband, blah, 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 he keeps asking if I die, will I want him to move on? He's asked 3 times.
Wrap it up.
3.
Wrap it up. You're fucking done.
Bro, you ask 1.
Don't ask at all.
You're a piece of shit if you ask once. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy?
Literally on my deathbed. Do you want me to move on?
I feel like
I'm going to stay alive for as long as I can. Just to spite you.
Are people forgetting the in sickness and in health bit in the marriage vows?
Literally, yes.
3 times. Like, okay, wait. He asked her the first time and she's like, I don't know. What do you think the answer was the first time?
Yeah, exactly.
Was the answer like, no? I don't know? Why the fuck are you asking me this, you dipshit? Like, which one was it? And he's like, wait, have you changed your mind? Huh? Have you changed your mind? Huh?
That's how he sounds in my head, too.
Yeah. A fucking ding-dong.
Dipshit is a good word.
Guy's as dumb as a doorbell.
Good for her. She's like, I don't care if I have 2 days to live. I'm divorcing his ass.
If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna divorce your ass. You know what the sad part is? Oh, fuck. You know when it's like, you hear those stories about the things that keep people alive? Yeah. And they're like, I wanted to make it to my son's graduation. I think of Adam and his mom from Survivor. Yeah. And she's like, I wanted Adam to get home and stuff like that. That was freaking heartbreaking. But it's like, I think she's using all of her energy to like wait to see him again from when he got back from Survivor. And then she passed away just after he got back. It's like,
I know. Heartbreaking, but also like heartwarming.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
but it's just like, it's going to be, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to divorce your ass. It's like, that's going to give her the fight to like stay alive. But then once she accomplishes that, like, what else does she have to fight for? You know what I mean? Fuck. That's tough.
You don't even know if that's the case, bro. You're reaching.
No, but like that's the thing in life is like you gotta fight. It's like when old people like if we get to be like 90, and like one of us passes away.
Yeah, but this is very much the opposite.
You kind of lose the will to live.
This is hate, not love.
No, but love
usually keeps you going.
Well, hate can fuel you too. I
don't know about that.
It can fuel your battery up too.
Oh my gosh.
The last thing I do is divorce. Bitch.
You're not what's the male term for widow?
Widow.
Is it still widow?
I think so.
Fuck me. If you're not a widow, you're a
pretty
divorcee.
Sure. Pretty sure that's a gender neutral term.
Why did I think that was only...
No, wait, widower? Widow, a woman who has lost her spouse.
Oh.
Become a widower or widower. Wait.
Oh my gosh, I see the goats and the little goatees. The little baby goats.
Widower. It's add ER.
Oh, widower?
Widower. Add ER on the end. A man who has lost his spouse.
Okay.
Spouse.
So when do you get a list?
Spouses. We should do an episode. Oh, the title of the episode, no S's.
Absolutely not.
Why was your not so weird?
I don't know. It was hard. All right, top comment here says, when my wife was diagnosed with stage 3 metastatic melanoma, the thought of moving on afterward never crossed my mind. I knew that she was going to die eventually from the cancer, but my only concern was her feeling absolutely loved and adored for the time we had left. We were married in October of 2008 after just meeting 25 days earlier, and she passed in December of 2020. I still haven't moved on, and I probably won't. I'm only 43 years old, and I feel like I already had my happily ever after. God, I miss that girl so much. She was the happiest and coolest girl I have ever had the honor of knowing. I'm gonna fucking cry. Are you joking?
Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit, man. That guy was nice in the comments, but like the OP, his husband is like a piece of shit. Like what?
A normal person would never even ask this. Like this guy is saying, like that thought didn't even cross my mind. If you ever got sick, knock on freaking word.
I won't get sick. I got good genes.
Knock on wood. Don't say that. Knock on wood right now. I
think I broke my finger.
Yeah, that was very loud. What was I even going to say?
I got sick.
I would want to die.
This is a dark episode.
I would want to be gone with you. There's no world.
Just bringing out the darkness.
There's no way I could even think about another person. That's insane to me. That is so crazy.
Yeah, this guy, big POS. Big
I hate
POS.
him. Why make her feel like that in her last moments?
Well, it's not necessarily last moments, but like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, literally, why would you bring that up? It's not her last moments, but like, bro, she has stage 3 cancer. She's trying to get through it. You're not fucking helping.
Yeah.
At all.
Brutal. I hope she lives on to be 100.
Yeah.
101.
I want to take my slipper off and smack him upside the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he does. Fuck this guy.
All right.
Let's dox his ass.
Back to you.
Entitled woman thinks she'll have my new console. Okay, so when the Nintendo Switch 2 got released, I went in after work to pick it up. I had 4 days off to play, so yay. The employee knows me and asks if I'm here to pick up my Switch, and I say yep, and she goes to the back to get it for me. As I'm waiting, a woman walks in and asks the other employee for a Switch 2 for her kid. He tells her they are sold out, but she can pre-order them for the next shipment in a couple of weeks. Nope, she wants one now. At this point, mine has come out and is getting bagged up. She looks at me when I am past my bag and asks me for it. I tell her no, it's mine. She tells me it's for her son and he deserves it for getting all A's. Well, I have read a lot about these Karens and I tell her that this is for my son and he got an A+.
Period.
So I walk out the door with my Switch and she follows me and we argue back and forth. I will mention today my allergies have been acting up. So as she starts another tirade as to why her son needs my Switch 2 more than my quote son, I feel a build up for a sneeze. Now, normally I sneeze into a tissue, but today she was pissing me off. I just wanted to go home and play my new console. So I sneezed very forcefully all over her face. Her face was covered in my snot. I did feel a bit bad, so I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. This COVID is kicking my butt." The look on her face was priceless, and she gave me a pissed off look and stormed off. I hightailed it to my car and went home to set up and play some Mario Kart.
Oh my God, he doubled down.
Yeah.
Not only did he put snot in her face, he was like, "Oh, this COVID is so bad."
Well, we don't know if it was a guy, so I was going on the thing that it was a girl, and it was a girl boss move.
Oh, fuck yeah, we love a girl boss. I don't know why I didn't think it was a girl boss when this episode is girl boss.
That's what I'm saying. Damn. There's no gatekeeping. There's no gaslighting. Well, there's a little bit of gaslighting, but it's girl boss.
Oh, there was gatekeeping.
Gatekeep the fucking Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Best comment. That's not funny.
Hardy har har.
Top comment. That's not funny.
What?
Top comment. The best comment didn't change.
Oh.
I didn't get what all the hype was about the Switch 2. Like, we have a Switch. He said he went home to play like Mario Kart. Like, I don't know.
I love Mario Kart. We should play.
We should play. I haven't set up or anything on the new TV.
Yeah, we should.
I haven't played Call of Duty since we left for our wedding.
Crazy.
It's been like 3 months now.
I know. I've had like no alone time.
You're welcome. What the fuck?
Haven't had any time to like read my book, color. Guys, I need an excuse to bring up fall again. You see what I'm doing?
You're married. You don't get that tough anymore.
No, back to me about fall.
No. We're moving on. Moving on.
I'm waiting to color.
No,
okay,
moving
guys,
on.
No,
your story.
I know a lot of you like fall because you commented that you like fall.
I hate you
My
guys.
favorite thing last year was I got a coloring book. And I know that sounds very juvenile.
You know, I actually saw it in today when I was cleaning up those drawers.
Yeah, all the fall candles are in there too. I haven't dared to open it yet because I'm really trying hard to just wait until like end of August to celebrate. But
burn it in a fire.
That's rude. So you guys should get a coloring book. I also got one for Christmas as well. And like they have like Halloween or like fall coloring things, and same with Christmas. And it's great. And you just put like, you light a candle, you put on like a spooky movie or like a fall show or like Gilmore Girls or something
that you've already seen and you don't actually care to pay attention to.
Yes. Or you put on YouTube and you just search like fall vibes.
Fireplace.
No, not fireplace, that's Christmas. Fall vibes, and there's like leaves blowing and shit, and it's
with a fireplace.
It's really perfect. And I'm just like, that's making me get through these next couple of weeks, honestly. With the heat, I hate the freaking heat so much. I hate it.
It's hot
I want to live in Antarctica and Alaska.
Bye.
Bring me where the ice is. I don't want to be here anymore.
Am I okay to date other people when you go to Antarctica? You're going to go live with the polar bears? You're going to go find Santa Claus?
It's a dream. All right.
Yay, fall. Can't wait. Pumpkin spice lattes. Moving on. Next story.
Okay, back to me.
Yes.
This one comes from True Off My Chest. My teacher who called me stupid in high school was a patient of mine. When I was a freshman in high school, I had this teacher that absolutely hated me. She was my biology teacher, who was also my homeroom teacher. I never did anything to her, yet she hated me. She accused me of being on drugs one time when I never even seen drugs in my life at that age. I just finished 8th grade, going on 9th grade. I was just a tired, sleepless teenager that moved from north to south, also going through my parents' divorce. I was just depressed. Everyone down here treated me badly just because I looked different. I had no friends here and I missed my friends at home. So I did really bad in high school academically. I had to take summer school. She told me I was academically challenged, but I'm not. I was tested back in middle school. I don't have any disabilities. She even called me stupid in front of the entire class. One time I raised my hand to answer a question since no one else was raising their hand, and she was so persistent on getting someone to answer, and I got the answer right, and she said, "Wow, guys, even Jane Doe got this right. You guys should have known the answer." Anyways, fast forward more than a decade now. I'm a nurse. For a long time, my high school teachers made me start to believe I was stupid. I wasn't stupid. I ended up doing well in college. I just had a tough childhood. I was depressed. I went through a lot during my teenage years. Last week, my former teacher from high school came into the clinic I work at, and I took her vitals and got her ready to see the doctor. She didn't recognize me. I look very different, obviously, lol. And I got married, so I changed my last name. When I told her my first and last name that she knows me by, and I told her I was in her class, her eyes widened and she was shocked. She remembered me. She actually looked like she was excited to see me. She told me she was proud of me and she never thought in a million years that I would be her nurse. She joked to me and said, "I would have thought you made it as a receptionist if I ever imagined running into you at a clinic wearing scrubs," as she started laughing. I didn't think that was funny. Quite offensive, actually. I was a receptionist for some time and I hated it. They deal with more shit than doctors and nurses do. Anyways, my former teacher is still a bitch, lol.
Yo, fuck her. Rude.
Shh. I hate her.
Mix the files up.
Whoa.
You got cancer.
Go to jail for her.
Got cancer.
That's illegal.
You got herpes.
That's illegal.
You got COVID.
Still illegal.
You got scrungivitis.
What is that?
I don't know.
What a boss ass move to be like, "Yeah, bitch, I made it. Despite your rudeness."
I'd be like, you better watch your attitude because, I got to make it to the back without mislabeling these.
I gotta poke holes in your arms and take your frickin' blood. You better be careful how you talk to me.
Yeah, you know what? That first blood sample, I don't think it was good enough. Let's do another.
And another, and another.
Poke, poke, poke.
I mean, they do that to me anyways.
That sucks.
Without anybody knowing me, so just use that excuse. Is that illegal?
I never have any issues.
Well, good for you. You're perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top comment. Good on you for having the strength to get past her and others' treatment and ignorance. Snaps. Despite all of those hardships that you faced and everybody else's determination to bring you down, you rose above and you became that nurse.
Good
and
on
I'm
you.
proud of you.
You know what also is like what I find interesting about high school that kind of sucks? High school only
I hated high school.
Yeah, me too. But high school only...
Yeah, right. So sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but you were a cool kid. You were a cool kid. You always talk about it. You always talk about how you were the cool kid. How did you hate high school? I hated high school because I wasn't a cool kid. I was awkward. More awkward than I am now.
Let's take a journey down Denver's high school
I'm
trauma.
so sorry. But that was like, okay, that was your high school years as a teenager. That wasn't like high school.
Okay.
I feel like that's different. Like you hated your...
Second half of grade 11, grade 12, great. Everything before that, fucking terrible, pretty much.
Yeah.
I do have this vivid experience, memory coming to mind. I don't think I've ever told you this, so you're probably going to feel pretty bad about bringing this up, bringing this trauma up, repressed memory. I was in, I think grade 10, and I was sitting in the hallway, and I will admit, I threw a candy wrapper on the floor. And a guy,
Shame.
2 grades older than me, thought it was such a huge, massive offense that he had to physically manhandle me and pick me up and then push me onto the ground to pick up the candy bar. And he did it right in front of who I thought was my friend at the time, who was way taller and bigger than this guy. And my friend did nothing. And I was utterly actually humiliated because I wasn't strong enough to fight back. He physically grabbed me and tripped me and threw me to the ground. There was literally nothing I could do besides grab my candy wrapper and put it in my pocket. That was like a really big being bullied moment in high school for me.
Well, damn. You shut me up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I never got bullied.
Fucking piece of shit that guy was. I mean, he had a fair point that I threw the candy wrapper on the floor.
What the hell, dude?
But he was still a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Who fucking physically like throws someone to the ground and make him pick up a candy wrapper? That didn't affect him at all. He just happened to be walking through the hallway and saw me do it. And he was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to take my anger out on this kid today. He later did. He was in like a similar friend group and he was at a party and he later apologized to me one time. And I was like,
nah, fuck you.
No, I mean, I was like, yeah, it's time, bro. It's time. I want to fucking punch him in the face. But I knew if I did, he'd beat the shit out of me.
Damn. Well, I never got physically hurt in high school.
I mean, I didn't really get hurt. I got manhandled.
Yeah.
I got thrown around like a rag doll.
Sorry, was that your initial story that you were going to tell? Because I know I cut you off and I'm so sorry.
Oh, I mean, I got like 17 others, but...
No, but you were talking about in high school and I was like, I hated high school. And I cut you
okay.
off.
Did I ever tell you about the time that when my mom kicked me out in grade 9 and I had to go live with my grandparents? I moved from Sutton High and I moved out to Lindsay, but it was in the middle of the semester and they couldn't put me into the classes because the classes were going on. I missed too much time. So I had to... I'm out in Pontypool and I had to take a 45-minute bus ride that came at 6 o'clock. Had to go into the Lindsay Weldon school. Then I had to transfer onto a bus that took me to like the anger management fucked up kids school for like problems and shit because all those people couldn't be in normal classes. I just happened to be late. I had my own anger issues, but I wasn't that bad. And then I had to do booklet work from the morning until like 1. And then I had to walk about 5 kilometers every day in like snow and like whatever every day. What the hell? And then I had to walk back to the high school that was in the middle of Lindsay. I forget what that one was called. And then I had to wait there and then I had to get on a bus and then I had to transfer back to Weldon and then I had to get back onto that bus to then take me home. And I had to do that every single day because I wasn't allowed in the regular school and I was only able to make friends with the people who were on my bus ride. And then that cost me 2 credits. It cost me 2 credits because normally in grade 12, you get 2 spares that you can take. Like you can usually take like 2 spares. Mm-hmm. Did you get that?
Did. No, I never did.
Oh, well, I never did either. But all my other friends, they had 2 spares in grade 12. And I didn't because I had to make up 2 credits in order to graduate. So I had to do that all of the time. Mm. And then, I lived with my grandparents. So that was tough. So high school from even in grade 9 when I went to Sutton High was fucking shit. I don't really remember any of it because it was only like 2 months long, but I don't remember being a good time. And then Weldon was tough. I made a couple friends and I felt like a really small fish in a big pond. Mm-hmm. And then when I came back to Keswick and Sutton, I felt cool because I went to the Catholic school and they were all a bunch of bitches, and I felt tough compared to them. I was in like the penitentiary, like I was in the hardcore jail, and then I came back to like the ones where like people who for like finance crimes get locked up in. That's what it felt like.
Oh my god!
I was the kid. I was smoking. I was cool, and then there was like a bunch of friends that were like my friends from like grade 6 and stuff, and I kind of like just joined right back in on their group, and they kind of like welcomed me, and I was like the cool kid on the block. Yeah. That's how so halfway through grade 11 and then grade 12 was kind of cool, but I also still dealt with my mom kicking me out in grade 12 again, having to live on my friend's couch and stuff all through like grade 12.
Yeah.
So
okay, I take it back. I'm sorry.
In grade 12, I was kind of a cool kid, but high school in Lindsay from grade 9 to 11 was absolutely a freaking nightmare.
High school just sucks.
It did suck.
If you're a high schooler listening, which I hope you're not,
it'd be rare.
You'll get through it.
Yeah.
All right, back to you.
Okay. Am I overreacting, or did my boyfriend just try to gaslight me over cupcakes? So last night I made cupcakes. Like actually made them from scratch. Frosting too. Not the box stuffed. Not store-bought. Real deal. Love in every bite cupcakes. I told my boyfriend not to touch them because they were for my little cousin's birthday today. He said, cool, I won't. Fast forward to this morning, 5 are missing. Not 1.
What?
Not 2. 5. I ask him about it, and this man looks me in the eye and goes, are you sure he didn't miscount?
Jesus Christ.
I stood there blinking like a confused cat because, what? He then goes, they're just cupcakes. You're being dramatic. Excuse me? Dramatic? over the 5 cupcakes I told him not to touch, and he ate them in secret. So I told him it's not about the cupcakes. It's about the disrespect and him acting like I imagined it. He hit me with, quote, "You're always making a big deal out of nothing." So now I'm sitting here with 7 cupcakes, a cousin expecting 12, and a boyfriend who's going to Jedi mind trick me into believing I can't count baked goods. Am I overreacting, or is this cupcake theft just the tip of the gaslighting iceberg? Because I feel like I'm dating a walking red flag in a hoodie.
Good. At least you can see it, because yes, you are. Girl, get the fuck out of there. Get out. This is not behavior I condone. This is exactly what she said. Disrespectful. You are now left with like having to explain to a child why you don't have cupcakes for everybody. Why would he put you in that position? That is not somebody that loves you. Asshole. So selfish. Selfish and manipulative. Toxic.
So, top comment under Q&A says, "You are underreacting.
Yeah.
I was married to someone like him. I learned to look in the trash when he wasn't around after something disappeared, and I knew he was lying about it. He would hear, quote, 'Don't eat any of these,' and then to prove to me that I don't control him by destroying or throwing away whatever it was, by going way overboard on how obviously he was lying. One time it was wedding pics, negatives and all. He would be daring me to prove it, and if I did, he would say, quote, 'Well, you can't do shit about it, so you might as well shut the fuck up.' He was right. Unless I left, there wasn't anything I could do to stop him, and he would keep doing whatever the fuck he wanted because he liked showing me that he had control. I don't think the cupcakes are the only thing your boyfriend has been using to put you in your place. It sounds like he feels nothing but contempt for you and is daring you to stop him. He knows you can't, and the cupcakes were one big middle finger flipped at you."
Damn. I didn't even think it was that deep. But it makes sense.
Yep.
This is... Oh my god, can you imagine, like, you're married to someone that says, "I dare you to prove it"?
Bro, the next person says, is like, "I had a guy like this. I tell him not to do something and he does it in secret, then gaslights. If I got really specific and showed him evidence, he would act like I was overreacting. Yep. Call me crazy for bringing it up again, and then do a similar thing that wasn't exactly what I was upset about to start the cycle anew. It was all fun for him. Run."
That's crazy.
And then the person below that says, "Same. I had a guy who would take the don't do X as a attempt to control him and would then be guaranteed to do it anyway to prove he was in charge. Then he would lie about it. Gaslighted me. When we finally had a big blow-up fight about it where he threw out that if I didn't try to undermine his masculinity by telling him what he can't do, then he wouldn't need to put me in my place by doing these things. I told him that if he had any masculinity or control, he wouldn't hide it and lie about his actions like a sniffling weak coward. He'd openly proclaim his right to do it anyway before doing so. He hit me. We're not together anymore. Be cautious around men who lie from insecurity. They are dangerous when you call them out."
Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit.
Fucking men, man.
Fucking men.
So much toxic masculinity going around. This is nuts. At least she recognized it. And, you know, this time it was cupcakes, but next time it could have been something else, like something worse. So
another top comment says, "Not the asshole. Phases that made my daughter's father my ex. 1. Quote, you're making a big deal out of nothing. 2. Why do you keep bringing up the same thing? 3. You just like causing issues when there are none. 4. It's not a big deal. And when I was leaving, 1. You are nothing without me. 2. No one will love you like me. 3. Make sure you treat the next person better than you did me." My responses to him were I wouldn't bring the same thing up if he had stopped doing it. I was leaving because I didn't want to be loved like he loved me, so yes, definitely not. I don't think not allowing someone to be dishonest and walk all over you constitutes to treating them horribly.
Yep.
Those are some red flags right there, ladies and gentlemen. If your partner is saying any of those sayings,
time to get out.
Or just take a look around. Pop your head up out of the sand. Alrighty, back to you.
All right. Am I the asshole for financially screwing over my sister after finding out she's close with my ex and his wife? Usually, I wouldn't take personal advice from strangers online, but everyone in my life seems to think I'm a petty, scorned, bitter woman, which I probably am, and I need objective advice. My ex-husband, currently 43 male, and I, 43 female, were college sweethearts. For me, life felt perfect. I trusted him completely. That's why it was so shocking when I found out he was in love with his much younger colleague. She was around 24 at the time. I won't get into the details of how I found out, but the affair was well known at his workplace. When I confronted him, all he said was, "I'm sorry, I tried really hard not to fall for her." He didn't seem sorry at all. It felt like he wanted me to leave him, so I did. That was 6 years ago. Our son was 4 then, and it was the worst time of my life. I honestly don't know how I got through it, and because I was so desperate, I wanted him to fight for me, to fight for our family, but he didn't. He was quick to sign the divorce papers and didn't even fight for custody. It was as if he started a new life and completely erased the old one. It took years of therapy to feel normal again, to stop checking that woman's social media and comparing myself to her. The fact that she's very pretty and charming didn't help. His family loved her. And as disgusting as it sounds, one of our common friends even said it out loud, quote, "I don't support cheating, but I mean, look at her." I guess that's what everyone was thinking. This one was just stupid enough to voice it out loud. So I had to cut off that group of friends too. They got married 3 years ago and now have a daughter, a picture-perfect little family. The current arrangement is that our son stays with my ex on weekends and holidays, which works fine for the most part. Last week, I found out my sister, 28 female, had been in touch with my ex all these years. That would have been forgivable since they were close when we were married and she saw him as a brother. But she's actually best friends with his new wife, and she kept it from me for 6 years. I only found out because she left her phone at my house and I saw several texts from the wife. When I asked her about it, she just brushed it off and said it wasn't a big deal. I told her she can do whatever she wants, but I will be cutting her off completely. I was helping her pay for college loans, lol, and going no contact. She called me unreasonable and said I'm being petty and unable to move on from something that happened a long time ago. She also said the wife is a lovely person and a good friend. She said she will be fucked, financially speaking. I told her to go fuck herself. Somehow my parents agree with her. So am I the asshole?
Why are you even paying for her college loans in the first place?
Because she's a nice human.
No, you can do what you want. And if your parents have a problem with it, you pay the fucking bill.
You foot the bill.
You foot the fucking bill. Yeah, I mean, the sister is 28 and she's 43. So, was that 15-year age gap?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a hard time believing 15 years apart, you know, like how close can they really be? Obviously not that close. And bro, it's still kind of gross. So she was 24 at the time and that was 6 years ago. So he would have been 37. So that's a 13-year age gap. Yeah, perfect little family until this man's too old to fucking do anything with the kid. Cool. Jesus.
Yeah. And a colleague, too.
It's always the colleague, but we know why. We've talked about it before. It's because they spend so much time with it. That's why we got our shit figured out. That's right.
Guys, start a podcast so your husbands don't have to go to corporate.
Or just work from home.
Did you step on him?
I didn't know. I just moved my feet. He was hungry. Or just work from home.
Yeah. I think this is a very girl boss move of her to be like, okay, you lied to me for 6 years. You went behind my back for 6 years. Yeah, you're done. You're cut off. There's no chance I'm going to keep funding your lifestyle.
Let me teach you a little life lesson here.
Consequences.
Don't fuck with people that you are taking money from.
What's the saying?
Don't shit where you eat.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
That's a better saying.
Yeah. Top comment. Not the asshole. Your sister has the right to be friends with whom she chooses to, and you have the right to do with your money as you wish. Take the money you have been contributing to her and put it in your son's college fund. Let your ex, his wife, and your parents pay for her school loans.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that she has her son's college fund taken care of if she's helping her sister. I would hope so,
yeah.
So I'm going to go out on like freaking shopping sprees, man. I'm going to start literally whatever I was giving her. I'm going to start spending it and shoving it in her face. I got a new Mercedes. I got a new bag. I bought candles this weekend.
Candles? Mercedes to candles.
I bought the biggest Santa for my front yard.
Santa.
I'm going to like things that I know my sister likes.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She thinks she likes dirt bikes. I'm going to buy a new dirt bike.
I love that approach. Just be petty.
Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I know that I'm not sure what we're doing for Christmas this year. So
I'm sad.
Speaking of like Christmas presents and stuff, if you're not sure what you want to get me, 2024 Honda CRF 450R WE. It's the Works Edition. It comes with like a bunch of upgraded components and a nice exhaust system and the upgraded suspension. It looks like the factory bike. Yeah.
Okay, ask Santa. Don't fucking come to me for
that. I just did ask Santa.
I'm not Santa.
I just asked Santa. I'm just saying, if you can't think of anything to get me, that's an easy out.
I will find anything else but that.
It's an easy out.
All right, back to you.
My boyfriend is hiding all my stuff, and I have no idea why. My 22 female boyfriend, 25 male, of 5 months, just moved in with me 3 weeks ago. He had some problems with his apartment, damp walls, and it has to be renovated. As my roommate is currently spending time abroad, I told him it would be okay if he stayed at my place for 4 to 6 weeks. He'll be able to move back to his own apartment by that time. So now we've been living together for 3 weeks and things started out great. Jealousy had been a bit of a problem between us because we often go out separately, probably once a week, but coming home to the same apartment helped him get over his unjustified jealousy. But there has been one new problem. Now, this may seem petty at first, but I'm really at my wit's end with this one. Ever since he moved in with me, things started disappearing, then reappearing one day later in the same place they were missing from. I'm talking about documents, small household items, and food. And it's not like losing keys and then finding them again somewhere. I specifically look for something in a certain place where it isn't, but is there the next day. For example, I like to take a chocolate bar with me to work in the morning, and for that, I normally have a pack of chocolate bars at home. Shortly after he moved in with me, I woke up to find all the chocolate was gone. I asked him about it, and he said he didn't know anything about it. I come home just to find the chocolate bars are in the cupboard again. I ask him, he says he doesn't know anything about it. Maybe you just didn't see them in the morning? We're talking about a large pack with about 12 chocolate bars. How can I not see that? I hope she means like granola bars. I'm grabbing
like a cat.
Kit Kat or Snickers every morning. At first, I thought it was maybe some kind of strange humor. But he seems angry when I bring it up, and it's starting to really piss me off because sometimes it's been items belonging to one of my friends that I wanted to get back to them and then couldn't, or it was certain documents I needed for a certain day. Now I've absolutely no idea what this is about. I am not crazy. I just don't understand it at all. He gets really angry when I talk about it, saying I'm making this up just to cause drama. Why should I? I have no idea what's going on. Any ideas?
I think I know. Similar to the other guy. He's gaslighting you. He's manipulating you.
Like, why?
I honestly don't know why. Because the other guy was different. It was like he wanted her to rely on him. But this is like...
Or he was autistic and he just wanted the jars tight.
We don't know.
We don't know.
This is...
What's the purpose of this?
I feel like, it's still along the lines of like a control thing. For some reason. Like, in my head, it kind of makes sense, but like to put it into words is kind of hard. Like, I don't really know why, but I kind of like, I know that there are guys like this. You know what I mean?
Was it like intuition you got going on over there?
I guess.
Is that your spidey sense tingling?
I guess it is it's my spidey sense. I feel like he's just like, it's a control thing and it's a way to like show power over you some weird way.
But like how
I
is
don't
he
know.
How is it showing power?
I don't actually know. Like making her feel dumb and inferior, I guess, like, gives him, like, I don't know, gives him
superiority complex.
I think so.
Yeah. So
that's the only, like, way I can explain that. But
so an update comes. After I read all of your comments and did some reading on gaslighting, I was really freaked out. Plenty of you told me there were other red flags in our relationship. It got me thinking, and more stuff came to mind that should have worried me a long time ago. Like, our whole relationship felt pretty rushed from the start. I didn't even want to date, but he showered me with romantic gifts / gestures / date ideas / texts, and I finally gave in. He was pretty upset when I didn't want to say I love you from the start, when I didn't want him to meet my family right away, when I didn't want to have sex with a condom, quote, you don't trust me, and when I didn't want to book an expensive vacation with him. He was very jealous and didn't want me to go out without him, although he went out with his friends all the time. He made me cancel plans to spend time with him and then stood me up. He logged into my Facebook and changed my relationship status one day after we started dating as a surprise. I actually did worry at that, but thought he was just bad at making surprises. As someone pointed out, all the stuff that has gone missing had something to do with me leaving the house or meeting friends or family. A gift from my friend, the keys to my parents' house, a USB stick I borrowed, documents for an application for a semester abroad, which we had a huge fight about because he didn't want me to go, etc. After I read all about gaslighting, I ordered a nanny cam. Unfortunately, the delivery took 4 days, and after day 1, I already knew I couldn't be with him any longer. I wanted him out of the apartment ASAP and with as little drama as possible. I'm just going to take a side note here. Do they live far away from a city and they didn't order Amazon Prime?
2015. I had that thought too. But it was 2015.
Damn, we really take for granted the one-day deliveries that Amazon has now. Fucking clutch. I've really been missing them with RV life. It's been a struggle to get stuff.
But it's been good for our wallets. Because we don't just, like, buy things willy-nilly. We got to, like, think about it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I told him that my roommate had gotten a really interesting job offer and would cut her vacation short and come home in a week. So he had to move out. He was pretty angry, but I told him that there was nothing I could do. I also told him, as some of you have suggested, that his landlord had to give him a place to stay and that he should call him. The next day, he told me that he had talked to his landlord and he could move back into his own flat on the following weekend. The renovations had not taken as long as planned. At this point, I doubt the apartment ever had damp walls to begin with, but who knows. In the evening, he asked me if I wanted to move in with him because, quote, it works so well and you don't like your roommate anyway. But I never even said that. I told him, sure, I would move in with him in June. He was pretty excited about it. While I was waiting for the nanny cam to arrive, there was one incident when something went missing. A book that I had ordered from my dad over Amazon and wanted to bring him the next day. At least that's what I told my boyfriend. Of course, in the morning the book was gone. I chose to ignore it and he reacted quite strange to it. He even asked me on my way out if I'd taken the book with me. Why on earth would he ask me that if he didn't expect a reaction from me? I just asked, what book? And he said, the book you wanted to give your dad? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. In the evening, the book was on my desk again, of course, and I ignored it again. 2 hours later, he casually walks by my desk and says, that's the book I was talking about. I just said, oh, that book. He seemed pretty angry the rest of the evening.
I love this approach.
Me too. Yeah, that's good. 2 days later, the nanny cam finally arrived. I set it up while he was at the gym, and again, when he was there, placed a letter I needed for work on my desk. I wasn't surprised at all when it was gone a few hours later and reappeared the next day. When I was finally alone at home again, I could check out the nanny cam evidence. I only saw what I already knew. He took the letter while passing the desk, put it in his gym bag, and put it back a few hours later. However, as soon as I saw the evidence, I decided against confronting him. To be honest, I was scared of his reaction and had already decided to break it off as soon as possible. Also, the camera didn't show me his motive, and I figured he probably wouldn't tell me anyway. Yeah. However, it frustrated me very much that I would probably never know why he did it, and on the last evening before he moved back to his newly renovated apartment, I told him I wanted to watch an old movie called Gaslight. Thanks for the tip, everybody. It really is a great movie. He sat with me through the whole movie, but was quieter than usual while I talked the whole time about how unrealistic the movie was and that he was obviously insane. I actually expected some kind of reaction from him, but he just sat there looking nervous. On Sunday, he took all of his stuff back to his apartment. My brother had organized someone to come and change the locks, and as soon as that was done, I wrote my boyfriend a text telling him that it was over. I had no interest in being contacted again, that our breakup was final, and I thought it was very sad that he had to hide my things to keep the relationship interesting. Since then, he called me more or less nonstop, but I haven't picked up and I won't. I know, this isn't the most heroic and exciting ending. I could have confronted him with the video evidence, but instead, I cowardly broke up with him with a text message. However, I really didn't want to confront him and have a dramatic fight. I just wanted to be over as soon and as smoothly as possible. If there's anything I've learned from this, it's not to rush into a relationship. For the past 7 years, I've jumped from one LTR to the next, and I think it's time to stay single for a while and concentrate on my college classes. For now, I'm going to stay at my brother's for 2 to 3 weeks, and I should probably change my phone number. I'm sorry that I can't give you any insight onto why he did it. It may have been kleptomania, a prank, or messing with my stuff because something about me frustrated him. I will probably never know. In all the texts he sent me, it only says that he doesn't know what I'm talking about and he never took my things.
It's mental illness, babe. I don't know. They're sick in the head. I don't know how to explain these men in any other words. It's, I'm still going to stick by my control logic here because I for some reason I do think that he just like meant to like kick you down a peg. What's it called?
Yeah.
Like he didn't
knock
you down a peg or a couple pegs, and he wanted to be superior.
Yeah.
Than you. I don't know.
Same.
I hate him.
Fuck this guy. There's another update that comes 4 months later. I'll try to keep it short. I'd love to give you an overall happy update, but unfortunately the breakup didn't go as smoothly as I first thought it would. I never picked up my ex called me and never wrote back to one of his countless messages, but I read most of them and there was a certain shift in his messages after about 4 days when he suddenly went from this, quote, I love you and miss you so much. I don't know what you think I've done, but I can assure you that I didn't do anything wrong. Whoever told you that is a liar. Please give me another chance. To this. Quote, you're such a whiny bitch. No wonder you can't hold up a relationship with anyone. I hate you, and there's no second chance for us no matter how much you wish for that. For your own sake, pray to not ever run into me again.
Oh my God.
I blocked his number later that same week, but had an overall bad feeling when some strange things happened. Some friends of mine called to ask if I'm okay, and they were all under the impression I had broken up with him because I wanted to, quote, concentrate on my mental health. Twice, I came to work and everyone was surprised to see me because someone had called to let them know that I wasn't feeling well enough for working. When I asked who that was, they said he told them he was my doctor. Also, my ex wrote to my mom on Facebook, they actually have never met in person, pretending to be a concerned friend asking about my well-being after my latest breakdown.
Oh my God.
It was very easy to clear some of that stuff up, especially with my family, but it was harder to do so at work. After 3 weeks at my brother's, I decided to move back into my own apartment, which was not a good idea. On the second evening, I saw my ex in front of the building, and then I saw him at least every other day, standing on the other side of the street just looking across. After about a week, someone started to ring the bell at 3 a.m. for 5 days straight. Also, 3 times I came home and found a little piece of paper in front of my door with a flame drawn on it. It creeped me out so much that he somehow managed to get into the building. I grew more and more afraid to leave the apartment and finally decided to move back in with my brother and his family. My friend, whom I share the apartment with and who is currently abroad, didn't take too well to the whole story. She was furious when she heard I changed the locks without telling her, and even more furious when I told her I'd be moving out because that was not what we initially agreed upon. However, I just can't go back there. In hindsight, though, I probably should have involved her more in the process. I did ask her parents if it was okay to change the locks, as it is their apartment, but I didn't speak to her about it. I feel really shitty about letting him stay in her apartment in the first place. I also went to the police to get a restraining order. It was a surprise to me how hard it is to get one of those. I needed not only evidence of him harassing me, but also evidence of him threatening my safety. However, after long hours and much patience from my sister-in-law, I got one. The bright side is that I got approved for my semester abroad, which starts in October. To not burden my brother any longer, I already leave in August and may travel around a bit. I'm already in a Facebook group with all the other exchange students that will spend the next semester there, and I think I certainly won't be alone. When I'll come back, I'll be looking for a small apartment on my own. I still don't have Amazon Prime. I'm sorry. I can't thank you all enough for opening my eyes after the first post here. I actually had no idea what was going on. Even if I had a feeling that something was off, you guys saved me from a very abusive relationship and every day. I'm grateful I got out of it soon enough.
See, I love Reddit.
Good old Reddit.
Saving people, quite literally.
Saving people one post at a time.
Saving lives out here. I was literally going to say, you're going to have to up and leave everything in order to avoid this guy, but doing a semester abroad?
Perfect
Solution here, because
Absolutely.
Like by the time you come back, hopes are and chances are
he's moved on. Some new obsession.
Exactly. But glad you got that restraining order too. So
yeah, people like this will just hop to the next obsession.
Yeah, he is crazy.
Crazy. We should just do an episode that's called Crazy.
It's a long title.
Yeah, I guess it'll just show up as like crazy dot. That was cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more.
Oh.
You choose the title. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my coworker by outing her as the one who keeps stealing my tea?
We haven't done this in a while. Okay.
Or
how
do I, 24 female, come clean to my 25 male boyfriend of 2 years about a lie I've kept going since 8th grade?
The lie. I need to know the lie.
Okay.
Fuck the tea. Give me the tea. Fuck the tea, but give me the tea.
I'll give you a different kind of tea.
Give me all the tea. I want some peppermint tea.
Ooh.
Teresa's favorite kind of tea. I make it for every day.
Okay. I'm aware this is a terrible thing to do, and I will live with the guilt of it my whole life and cannot apologize enough to those affected by this. When I was starting 8th grade, I went into a completely new school district due to bullying at my old school. I still had one friend from my old school who I texted daily. We'll call her Molly. Molly and I had this idea to see how long I could convince the students at the school that I was colorblind. I am not. And we decided it would be easiest for me to just pretend to see in just black and white, which I'm pretty certain is not a thing, so I wouldn't get stumped if people tested me. Unfortunately for me, I was quite convincing and nobody ever called me out if they doubted me. I went on to fall out of contact with Molly because she stabbed me in the back and was then worried everyone would hate me when I came clean alone without her to defend that we had come up with it together. At this point, I had made a whole new friend group who believed me, and the entire school that knew me also, quote, knew that I was colorblind. Fast forward to meeting my now boyfriend. Nothing special, just lucky on a dating app. He was everything I was looking for, and I couldn't have been more happy, and I still am. We have never fought in the 2 years we've been together, apart from silly debates about SpongeBob plots and what kinds of food is better. I love him more than anything, and I want to spend my life with him. However, I don't believe I deserve to have that. When we started getting serious, he met my best friend since high school, and in that meeting, my color vision came up, and rather than come clean to my best friend, I decided to lie to my boyfriend, and I feel terrible to this day. My issue is I don't believe I can continue to go forward when there is this low hanging over the whole relationship for no reason. I feel I have done the equivalent to cheating on him by lying for our entire relationship. I know I have to come clean, and I am going to, and hope for the best. I suppose I simply would like advice on how to best go about it. His family also believes I am colorblind. Feel free to rip me a new one in the comments. I deserve it for faking a disability, and I take full responsibility and will not claim I was a child and didn't understand. I knew I was wrong. I regret it.
No fucking way. Listen, I'm like, okay, you met him. It's after high school. Why did it continue? Why are you still going at it? But even then, whatever. Like, you told him you're colorblind. You would think that like it's not your personality.
Yeah.
It's not coming up every day. You talk about it once and then, you try to let it go.
Oh, honey, look at the beautiful rainbow.
And yeah, eventually you just say, oh, yeah, that's nice. And you know what I mean? And you're just like, when someone calls you out, you're like, oh, yeah, I just never said anything, whatever, I'm colorblind, whatever. But why would you like let his family know that? Why would you not stop it before that point?
Like,
but why would you not tell your best friend?
Because it's been so long, I guess.
That's fucked up. Like, I was like, hey, listen, Teresa, tomorrow tells me that she's actually okay with me tickling her, and it's not a big deal. 7.5 years, almost 8 years. Yeah, that's fine, honey. Let me tickle you. But
you wish.
I do. But like 2 years in the relationship, first, I just don't understand how that happened with your relationship. Like you do deserve some karma. How would the best, and then I'm just like the best friend. This is fucked up. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, is it the worst thing ever? No. Is it a disability? Yeah, but like, it's kind of minor.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's almost, if there was a scale of these things, it's not like, oh, anything is the worst thing ever. It's just like, it's kind of dumb. It's kind of minor. I don't think it's gonna be like that bad. Like,
if I were to come to you tomorrow and be like, I am colorblind.
Be like, why didn't you feel like you could tell me that?
Yeah.
But that's the opposite.
But different. No, kind of. It's kind of the same.
No,
like, I'm telling you that I can't see colors.
No. That would be like you coming to me tomorrow saying, hey, I actually have no problem with black socks.
Oh, that's good.
And I've been making that up.
That's good. So how would you feel about that? Would you divorce me?
No, I just think you're fucking dumb. Like, why? Why'd you make a big deal out of it? Like, I would start rethinking everything. I say that now and I'm like, no, it wouldn't change anything, but fuck, it might.
It would.
Like, fundamentally.
Yes.
I just had like my life flash before my eyes of like, I threw the sock at you and you ran out of the apartment. Were you faking that? And then like all the other times you're like, I had to put another sock on your foot and then put the black sock on top of that foot so that your feet didn't get cold. And like all these black sock incidences where I'd be like rethinking it, like, how did you just lie to me so much? Like, wait, I don't know if I'm okay with this anymore. Like, that's a lot of lying. Yo, she's about to lose her best friend and her boyfriend.
Like, even though it is kind of like a harmless lie, it does like you're kind of like laying out. It is like you rethink everything in your relationship. Like,
yeah. I think it is defendable when you admit that you're like, hey, I started this when I was a dumb kid. And I didn't know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know how to tell my best friend. And then you know what? It kind of went away. It became old. Nobody talked about it anymore. And it was just like a little thing that like got swept under the rug. And then I met you, and then my best friend brought it up, and I was like, I don't know what to do because I need to keep the continuity, the canon or continuality, the fucking continuity going.
Continuity.
I need to keep the continuity going in my universe. So like, I'm sorry.
Top comment. Hey, so this is insane. Thank you.
Yeah.
OP replies, I am aware. Thank you.
Yeah.
Commenter replies, here's the thing. You've been feeling shame about this for so long, you've lost perspective. So I'll tell you, this is objectively hilarious. It's also not that big of a deal. You told a lie as a kid to get attention. You didn't hurt anybody with this lie. You got in too deep and kept it up to avoid embarrassment in high school. Probably when the shame started getting tangled into it because you knew at this point that it's a little cringe to tell an attention-seeking lie. Now you can't separate the reality. That it was a dumb, silly thing to do and nobody is going to hate you or cut you off for it. From the alternate reality you've created in your head. That this was a shameful lie and you've betrayed your friends and boyfriend by telling it. The alternate reality is not a thing. It's not real. Try to get an aerial view of this. Imagine your boyfriend claimed to be left-handed as a kid because he thought it'd be cooler and somehow managed to learn to write with his left hand and fooled everyone. Now imagine him coming to you, solemn, guilty, almost in tears, and admitting that he's not actually left-handed. He has been right-handed all along. You'd laugh your ass off, right? I mean, if my husband told me that, I definitely would, because it's funny, and nobody got hurt, and it's so not a big deal. I'd probably make fun of him for a while, not mean, just teasing, and then I'd probably forget about it. Maybe once in a while I'd remember and chuckle again. Just come clean to your boyfriend, it's not that deep. Your brain and shame are tricking you.
That's like so well said, 100%. That's it right there. Yeah. It's more funny than anything, so just tell them.
OP replies, thank you so much. I told my mother and asked her for help, but she couldn't stop laughing enough to speak. I guess it's not that bad, but my shame is that it's a disability I faked, and in a way, it was making fun of those who genuinely suffer with it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't
Commenter
think
said,
so.
What? Come clean to everyone. Face the consequences. I'm not going to read all this.
Yeah, I was going to skip that part. Let's get to the end.
So there's an update that comes 2 days later, and it says, I spoke with my boyfriend last night while having pizza. I simply said what I typed above, as many people suggested, and after a lot of blank stares, silence, and a simple, what? He started laughing. I was laughing nervously, and I was still unsure if he was going to get up and leave my house, but wanted to laugh at me first. Dramatic, I know, but that's me. He calmed me down because he's a saint and told me I'm stupid. That was weird, and he's still slightly shocked, but ultimately he didn't care. We continued eating our pizza, watched the next Marvel movie in our lineup, and had a completely relaxing night. I waited to update, still unsure if he was still staying with me after a night's rest on it, but I'm happy to say it's as if nothing has changed and I couldn't be happier. I saw a few comments appalled that I was sorry for lying to my boyfriend but nobody else. I will admit my post did make it seem that way, and maybe he was the catalyst to make me take the steps towards coming clean, but I do deeply regret lying to my friends as well. On that note, I told my best friend as well, over the phone because she lives hours away at college right now, and she also thought it was hilarious and shocking I managed to keep it up this long. She also said she wasn't upset with me and it changed nothing between us, apart from the relentless teasing I'm sure is coming my way. I haven't told my boyfriend's family yet, as I want him and I to decide together how to go about it, because he obviously knows them better than me, although I have already come to love them as my own family. I may update later on when I do tell them, but I'm not sure. Thank you for all the advice, even though some of it was hard to hear. I accept that, and will move on and be better going forward.
Yeah, see, it's all in good fun.
Yes.
Oh, it turned out okay.
Yeah.
It turned out okay. No big deal.
No biggie.
Don't worry about it. This family will be fine.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt. It's all good. All right.
All right.
And last one for me, and I will give you the choice. Option number 1. I gaslit my college library out of late fees by returning my own books. Option 2. Dad, 60 male, is giving away all his money to a 21-year-old he met while driving Uber.
That one.
I'm at a loss.
That one.
My dad, 60 male, met a 21-year-old while driving for Uber, and now I'm watching what looks like a slow-motion train wreck. She told him she was homeless, so he started paying for her hotel, got her a job, bought her a car, and in total has given her around $20,000.
What?
In just 2 months. The worst part, he doesn't have that kind of money.
Oh my God.
He's borrowed some from me under false pretenses, which I now know went straight to her, and his credit score is in the 300s.
Yikes.
People have tried to warn him. Her friend called him saying she's still with her ex and using him. Her ex's mom said the same thing. Every time she tells my dad that they're just jealous or dislike her. It's beyond surreal. He looks like Danny DeVito. No offense to that man. Has nothing in savings and yet thinks this 21-year-old is with him for love. They've known each other 2 months and he already tattooed her name on him.
Okay.
He's even had the police recover the car he bought her multiple times until the last time when she got him to sign it over to her officially. He swears she never asked for anything, but somehow he's hemorrhaged $20,000 since meeting her. I don't know how to make him see it. I'm torn between trying to interfere and stepping back until he crashes and helping pick up the pieces. but it's getting worse fast.
No freaking way. Oh my God. That is crazy. Okay, from her perspective, though, this is so sad.
Her perspective?
From OP.
Oh, yeah.
That's nuts. Oh my God. Like,
yeah.
Your dad is just like literally ruining his life.
Yep.
And you can clearly see it. Everybody else can clearly see it. But like he has to go through the motions and learn by himself. Unfortunately, like there's nothing you can say or do.
Right.
Oh my God.
Top comment. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Don't give him your money. But on some level, the attention this woman is giving him is worth the money to him.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's a grown man. He's an adult with his own money. Like, yeah, the only thing you could do is just not give him any more money and let him do his thing. Like, you cannot parent him. Like, you are the child.
Right?
You can't tell him what to do. He has to learn this for himself.
Yeah.
Holy crap, though.
Yep. All right. That's all I got.
All right.
Alrighty.
Life updates or Q&A?
Q&A? What do we got? Why does Teresa hate black socks?
Oh yeah, I was actually going to bring that up when we were talking about the black socks thing. I forgot. I think we did talk about it like a long time ago, like probably in the 30s episodes. I don't actually know.
Childhood trauma, people.
I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it started. I just know I've been like this forever. For as long as I've known.
Do you ever have a dream that like you're in like a ball pit for McDonald's and then all the balls turn into black socks?
No.
And then they start duplicating and there's getting more and more black socks in the ball pit and you're trying to claw out, but every time you touch one they duplicate and the ball pit is filling up and you're slowly sinking like quicksand into the pit of black socks and you're falling and then you're surrounded by black socks.
Do you hate me?
Good luck sleeping tonight.
Why would you do that? Yeah, I don't actually know. It's really weird too because if it's like a dark navy sock, I can't do it. And if it's like majority black, I can't do it.
Or not majority black.
Not majority black I can do. Like see Denver's socks right now?
They can't see it.
Show them.
No, it's cut it.
Lift up your foot.
No, I don't do that.
Lift up your foot. It's like partly black. I have no issues touching that black part. It's so freaking weird. I don't know.
We're playing footsies.
Okay. All right. Let's stop. My belly button phobia, even though nobody freaking asked.
I was going to say, babe, you're going off script here.
My belly button phobia, I can explain.
No, we're moving on.
Why?
We'll leave him on the hook for the next episode.
Okay.
No.
Ask in the comments.
I'm just joking. Go ahead,
Ask in the comments.
No, hurry, go ahead.
No. I like this tactic. Ask in the comments.
It's a rude tactic. I was just joking.
Well, I did say it in a past episode, so if you don't want to wait till next week, then go back.
All right, so moving on. Make sure you guys drop that in the comment if you want to know. You know, a little clickbait or I don't know what that's called, but something.
Clickbait is correct.
No, clickbait's like when the thumbnail says craziness, whatever. That's clickbait. This is like comment bait.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So, since Denver got annoyed with the way the first Throne of Glass book was written, it was probably because they didn't listen to the prequel, The Assassin's Blade.
Correct.
Yeah, Christina. That's valid because it's a prequel. We listen to the original. You don't listen to the prequels first. Do you think people started watching Star Wars and they started with the prequels? Or you think they started with the original?
Well, I mean, a lot of people online do say to start with the prequels.
Fuck. Whatever. We're having a hard time just getting to the second book. Leave us alone.
We are. Like, guys, everybody's commenting about how good these books are, but like, it is such a struggle. We're on the second book now, and it's such a struggle. It's a chore for me to listen. Like, I'm not even reading it. I'm listening to it, and I feel like I'm like, I feel like I'm losing
your mind.
My mind.
Yeah. They're just not that good, which actually doesn't surprise me. Do you want to know why?
Because you didn't like AITAH? Yeah. But you did like AITAH.
It's still...
Compared to Iron Flame.
I got into it eventually, but it was hard. But like the Fourth Wing and Iron Flame was badass right away. I loved it. It was great right from the start, where AITAH had to wear me down.
Yeah.
But we're moving on here. Melanie says, a vet here. You described a horse artificial vagina and sperm collection process perfectly.
Good job.
Pat me on the back.
Good job.
You're welcome, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that segment on the last episode. That was my fucking childhood. So if it was traumatizing to you to listen to, imagine what it was like for me to live through it all the time. Have to hold the fucking sack. That's right. Next one from Jazz. Hey, so this one is for Denver. I tried reading Aragon, but could not get through the first chapter of all the descriptions of the dragons, and I got so bored I put it down. But my question is, why do you think it is so good? Also, I love Fourth Wing. It was fire. All right, Jazz. Let me answer.
I felt the same way.
First off,
let me validate you.
Fuck you for not just enjoying it. I love you. Thank you for commenting.
Let's relax.
But goddamn, why you gotta shit on Aragon, man? And what do you mean? The descriptions of all the dragons. What did you read? Did you read the glossary? Like the book? The book doesn't start with descriptions of dragons. So I don't know what this person's talking about. Like, you know what? Sometimes at the beginning of books where they give you like a dictionary, a description dictionary.
I don't think that was in Aragon.
I don't know what, maybe there's like an updated version of Aragon where like the first part is like a dictionary at the beginning, so you know what the words that he made up in the book are, because the first chapter doesn't have anything to do with dragons. It has to do with elves riding on a horse through the forest with a magic egg in their hands. That's what the first chapter is about. So I don't know what you couldn't get through the first chapter. Maybe you need to try again.
Maybe you need to chill out. And relax a little bit.
Someone came at my Aragon book. I'm not liking it.
I also validate your feelings, Jazz, because that book was the crappiest book I've ever fucking read.
Well, the other books get better. He wrote that one when he's real young. But why do I think it's so good? One, I read the right part. That's why I think it was so good. And I was young when I read it. So it sat with me.
There's the truth.
I was in like grade 7 when I started reading this book.
Well,
I was
but
like
you're still
11.
standing by it while you're at your big age at 31.
Yeah, because I read all 4 of them and just it completes it. I can't say the first book was the best book I ever read. The second book, it starts really picking up steam. But the reason that I think I liked it so much is, one, the dragons have 4 feet and 2 wings. Their front feet are not their wings, which are wyvern, which we learned from the Fourth Wing, okay? So they're actual dragons in this book. I like that. Appreciate that. 2, magic makes more sense. Fourth Wing's cool, but and the Fourth Wing does a pretty good job. She's like, oh, I'm close to burnout. Oh, I'm channeling you and stuff like that. But Aragon is a little bit different with the magic, where he has the magic in him and he can take some energy, and the magic takes energy. And if he tries to do a spell that costs too much energy, it will kill himself. And when you say your spell, you have to say it out loud. You have to say it out loud. And if you say, move that mountain, and you try to move that mountain, your body drains out and you die. But if you say like,
sounds like Fourth Wing.
Yeah. The magic, when you get into the nitty gritty details, a little bit different. And then more gets revealed later on in the books about, oh, it's not exactly this way, but it's like people thought this is how it worked, but that's not the true way that magic works. But it does require energy, and if you take too much energy, then it will kill you. And then I don't want to like spoil the book because there's some good stuff in it if you decide to go through it. But
I don't think anybody's convinced at this point.
But you can take energy from the life forms around you, and if you wanted, you could like. In Aragon, there's this, like, the bad guys, they drain the land. They drain the land to take magic. You can do that in Aragon, too, if you, like, learn how to do it. But then you don't do it because everything dies. So, it's cool, man.
Let's move on now.
All right, that's fair. All right, what you got? I went on a rant.
Yeah, you did.
This is the Denver 2 rant.
Okay, let's wrap it up now.
All right, moving on to life updates.
We are currently in Kamloops. No, we're not. We're near Kamloops.
Like
I don't know what town we're in, but yeah,
we're
an hour north.
My weather app says we're in Darfield. Darfield.
Fun. This was a last minute, unplanned again.
Impromptu.
Did
I just make that up?
Impromptu.
That's it.
Because we were supposed to be in Mount Robson, which was just an hour away from Jasper.
You know what we didn't do when we got there? We didn't record what the site looked like and why we were moving on from it. We were just like, we looked at it, and like, within 30 seconds, we're like, we're fucked. Starlink's not going to work. Let's get out of here.
We didn't even try to get into the parking spot, guys. We literally just like, we drove around, we saw our parking, we're like, nope. And we drove right out.
We learned our lesson from Lake Ivanhoe. Yeah, the first one. Lake Ivanhoe had less trees surrounding that campground and didn't work.
I know. So, yeah, with my job, it's just going to be difficult. But fortunately for us, we're not really like we don't have to stay at a place. Like, we're mobile.
Yeah, I mean, I canceled the reservation. We lost like a little bit, no big deal. We just move on.
Yeah, so we, instead of driving 1 hour that day, we ended up driving for like 8.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we should drive an hour back to Jasper or we move forward. Yeah, but we'd already done everything in Jasper.
No, there's literally so much else we could have done.
No, we literally did all the biggest things, and then they didn't even have a site for us for the whole week. So we would have been like scrambling, mixing through sites, and maybe had to have drive out on a weeknight.
No, I think when we looked, it was until Friday. It was available, which is exactly what we're doing here.
Whatever.
Jasper, I wish we would have went back to Jasper, honestly.
I preferred not to go backwards and to go in the direction that we needed to continue on our journey.
Yeah. Well, so here we are in Kamloops, and we're closer to Kelowna now. The drive here was like really pretty, but I was being a little pessimistic. I love Jasper.
I was like, babe, look, it's so pretty. And she's like, and then goes back to the computer.
It was just like more green, more trees. Or it was like Jasper was like mountains and lakes.
It was a national park.
Yeah, it was so beautiful there. I loved it. But yeah, now we're staying at a farm, which is actually really cool. They have lots of animals. They have goats.
Teresa had a like last minute like scavenge for a harvest host that would accept us. Found one, but then it was too far away, so we started looking farther down south. And then 1 hour drive day turned into so long. But then we found this cute little farm. But like pulling in here, we get off the main road.
Yeah.
We're cutting it close. Like it's getting darker and darker, and we're heading down. The road turns into 13 kilometers of dirt road, and we're doing 20 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, we were going really, really slow, because we were all shaking.
Yeah,
Denver was like, the RV's gonna unbolt.
Yeah,
by the time we get to the campsite,
rattle apart.
It was so brutal. There was hills and potholes and just like, it was just dirt road. And then we got here. They have so many dogs and lots of animals, horses, ducks, turkeys, ponies. It's really, goats, really cute. Yeah.
Pigs.
Goats. There was just like goats. Like I was on my calls today at work, and there's like goats just like outside my window, and a horse. There was a horse at one point just outside the window, and I'm on a call. I can't even take a picture of it. It's so like obscure and funny, but it was
roosters.
Yep.
Baby pigs.
I've already said that.
Oh, did you say the baby goats?
You've said goats 15 times now.
But goats is different from baby goats, because the baby goats they're like the size of a cat. They were so small.
They were just born yesterday.
Yeah.
They were literally just born yesterday, and they're so cute. Living and breathing. We did a hike tonight on the property, which was pretty nice. Pretty exhaustive.
It was hot.
It was really hot.
We did like 3K, almost uphill half the way.
The entire steep way.
We climbed 100 meters.
Okay, you're making us sound weak. I swear to God. 3 kilometers, 100 meters doesn't sound
It was 30
hard,
degrees out.
But it was.
It was in the sun. It was hot.
It was hard for us.
For us, yes.
But yeah, so I'm now working at 6 a.m. and finishing at 2 p.m. because now we're on Pacific time rather than Eastern. Pacific. And honestly, I like it. Like waking up that early was brutal.
Are we in the Pacific Northwest? Or is that only a states thing for like Washington?
I don't even know what that is.
British Columbia the Pacific Northwest?
I don't know. Never heard of that. But yeah. it's been a time. A time was had. The hosts here are super nice. They're like young. This like young couple that owns like this huge farm.
We're also in like an epic valley.
Yeah. I remember before we left, I was like kind of worried that it was just going to be like you and I for like months on end. And not that I was worried, but I was like, I already have like social anxiety, and like COVID definitely didn't help with that. Like being secluded from other people didn't help. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just not like, we're not going to talk to anybody. And now I'm like, I feel like I've been more social than I have ever been in my life.
Yeah.
We've met so many people.
Even we're at the dump station yesterday on the way here.
Yes.
Teresa went to go to the washroom, and there was like a mother and a daughter trying to do their dump, and they looked like they were struggling. And I was like, hey, do you need a hand? And then I helped them like, with their rental RV of like flushing the tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
Chatting them up. They're from London.
And they were so sweet. They were like asking us so many questions. We like got to know them for like 10 minutes, and I don't know. It's been a nice surprise because everybody's just so nice and happy.
Yeah. And while we were in Jasper, before we headed out on the Friday, since we filmed the Patreon episode, we'll come back to the Patrons, but don't forget bonus episodes every Friday.
Friday.
More Denver and Teresa. There's some
really,
I've just finished editing that one today. There's some really funny banter between us at the end of it.
Wow, we're so funny.
Yeah. But we did an mountain bike ride.
Oh yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
I did.
I wanted Teresa to buy an mountain bike. So we can do more bike rides together. And I rented one to try and convince her to do it. And during the trail ride, she's like, well, maybe we should get you one too. Maybe we should get two of them. And I was like, oh, just calm down. I'm like, they're a little bit expensive. She's like, well, how much are they? I'm like, let's just get to the ride and I'll let you know.
He wouldn't tell me until after the ride.
And then I tell her and she's like, no, that's not in the budget.
Absolutely not.
Maybe later, but that's not happening right now. She's like, it was fun, but.
It was 45% off, okay? Sale price was $5,000.
It was a gas. Mountain bike, full suspension, Fox front and rear suspension with a dropper post. Mountain bike.
Blah, 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 blah. $5,000. No, thank you. But it was fun. All you did was convince me that I can rent a bike again in another city.
Let's go tomorrow. Let's right now.
Sure.
Right here.
Sure, $80 compared to $5,000?
No.
Sounds great.
Right here where we are. We can't. There's nothing to rent on the farm.
Even in Jasper, where we were at the campground, there was nowhere to rent. We had to drive 30 minutes into town.
I know, but one of my selling pitches that didn't work was like, hey, we'll have the convenience to mountain bike. Like right where we are, we could go mountain biking on that really bad dirt road.
Not enough to convince me.
No, it wasn't. So after the mountain bike ride, we did the boat day at Malign Lake. Thank God it was a boat ride because I was exhausted from that bike ride because we did biking for 3 hours and Teresa had an e-bike and I did not. I did a lot of pedaling. We did like 25K or something.
Yeah.
And then, Malign Lake, beautiful.
Oh my God. Like, guys, okay, if you follow us on Denver and Teresa, you saw the photos, but Spirit Island was like where we docked, I guess.
Yeah.
We got off the boat for like 15-20 minutes. And just explored there. And it was the most beautiful thing I have ever laid my eyes on. I swear to God. Like, nothing else can top it. You
took such a good pic that I used it for Patreon 64, like, thumbnail. Like, that's the picture of Spirit Lake, your pic. I was like, bam, that's it right there. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I would highly recommend Jasper, honestly. Like, even with the wildfires, like, they're not active right now, but the ones from last year, there was still, I would say, like, most of what we saw, like,
wasn't
80% was unaffected.
Yeah, still great. You got to hit up Jasper.
Yeah, a lot of like the tours that we took, like they thanked us for, like, not us specifically, but thanked everybody for like going there because people have
supporting them and stuff,
and people have like deterred from going to Jasper because of the wildfires, and I would not let that deter you at all because it was just like so stunning, so beautiful.
Yep.
I want to live there.
And then the next day we went whitewater rafting.
Oh yes,
Teresa's first time.
Yep.
How was it?
It It was fun. I didn't know that they were going to put us to freaking work.
You didn't know you had a paddle?
No, I didn't. I thought we were just going to sit and enjoy.
You really had no idea because I just booked it. And I was like, hey, we're going whitewater rafting.
Yeah, you've booked this whole trip.
You're like, I have no idea what that is.
I knew what it was, but I didn't. We saw the other whitewater rafting where they just sat.
Yeah, there was one with like one guy was in the middle with like 2 paddles. Yeah. And there was like 20 people on a giant raft just sitting.
That sounded fun.
I bet you they didn't even get wet, though. They just, like, floated across the rapids.
Well, it was really freaking cold, so...
It's a good cold, though. It's cool.
Was it?
Yeah, well, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was fun, though. Yeah. That is pretty much it.
That
brings us to today.
I did book something for October, but it's so secrety special that we'll talk about that in a future episode. But anyways, if you guys have made it this far, we guys appreciate all of your support. If you made it this far and you're watching on YouTube, and you haven't hit the like button yet, what are you doing, my guy?
What are you doing?
Come on, help us out. Help us out a little bit. And subscribe while you're there. And don't forget Patreon, bonus episodes, like those stories.
Every Friday.
Those stories. Those stories, like I gaslit my college library out of late fees. That's going to be on Patreon. Mm-hmm. The one that you didn't read?
My laptop is closed, buddy.
And the one that Teresa didn't read, but she read the title to, that will be on Patreon too. Bonus episodes every Friday on Patreon. If you're like, hey, I need more stories. Hey, I need more Thread Talk with Denver and Teresa. I want to know more about their personal life. I want to know more about their sex life. Come join Patreon.
Nope. Don't join for that reason, please.
Nah, I was joking about that last one. But we're up to 64 episodes, so you can like binge them. And you got lots of content.
Yeah. Come on over. That's all we got. Thank you all for being here and listening this far in. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we will see you next week.
And remember, when in doubt, just gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss that shit.
Alrighty, bye.
How dare you accuse that person of lying? They could have a brain tumor.
Yeah. My nose is so itchy.
Oh, Teresa doesn't know. 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 Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Teresa doesn't know. Are you ready? Like, what are you doing?
I want to put my feet on something like this. I'm dying of heat right now.
It's getting warm in here.
I'm literally sweating from my ass.
It's getting a little toasty.